Spirits guide you.
You lost? No, I'm looking for the miner named Tosca. Questions about the ley line hub. We found her. That's what that strange Savari female called the pocket of magical energy I tapped when I was digging out in the wastes beyond town. You don't want to go anywhere near that. Maybe. Mining copper. Copper? Weak. And broke into an inner chamber on the rock. Suddenly a bright light blinded us all. We didn't go any deeper. Too dangerous. But changed the direction of our digging. Told Savari woman about this? Yes, and you should have seen her light up. It was as if Tix and Tox delivering a special toy just for her. Where is this pocket? Out west of town, but that tunnel caved in just after I told the Savari what we'd found. I always suspected she collapsed it and dug her own way in. You should find her and ask about it. I probably should, huh? Goodies. What's this? I've got mail. Ain't back in prosperity. Word reached me is some trouble in Drytop. Prosperity was just attacked. It was? I need to check on Timey. How inconvenient. Right across from where I'm standing. Off we go! Got a bit of stuff on your door there. Yes, enter instance. You.
Timey? Timey, are you here? Timey?
I'm here.
Back's over.
I'm okay. Scruffy protected me. Are you all okay?
Oh, whew. Yeah, we're okay too.
Everything started to shake. I barely had time to get into Scruffy.
Is she okay, Bram?
Yeah, she's okay. She hid in her golem.
I didn't hide. I was collecting important data.
Uh-huh.
Did I hear you say Timey's okay?
Fine! Collie!
What's happening?
Feel like the whole world is falling out from under us. I think we all feel that way. Got a new dragon to contend with. Nothing will ever be the same. Nothing is ever the same. No, well, Mortimer did this. It's only just starting. How'd I get that name?
Mortimer?
Raises the stakes to a whole new level of awful, doesn't it?
Gods, we need a plan. What are we gonna do?
Kill Morty. Really think all these vines are related to Mordramoth? All these deaths? Quite certain. What are we going to do? Start by following Scarlet's trail. Scarlet believes she had seen the bigger picture. It was part of her delusion. I don't think bringing down the Zephyrites was part of Scarlet's plan, but both she and the Saboteur talked about the discussion. Tyria. I know. Aaron said a Tyrian leader would die, so makes me think someone or something was pulling his strings. It scares me the most about him. I suppose we have no idea who he meant. Could be anyone. The biggest threat to Mortimer is probably Traherne. He had thought that Queen Jenna could be in danger too. Several said strange things too. It will be so pleased, and I've seen the bigger picture. Sounded so much like Scarlet is unnerving. Like we can still learn from Scarlet, even posthumously. Timey, what'd you find? Good stuff? For the record, I believe this is Morty's doing. It all started with Scarlet, and we need to understand her. See your voice recorder? Books and papers? Well, yeah, I just watched them. Glad you're okay. What have you learned? Lots of things, like Scarlet started with steam creatures and graduated to ether and watchwork. Released a bunch of the steam creatures into the wild. Oh, and she killed Omad. I knew this. Last mentor, Eternal Alchemy. Killed him for it? Killed him because he realized the device worked. Started looking at her like she was a lab rat. Omad wouldn't have hurt her. Historically speaking, previous generations of Asur, including Omads, viewed the Sylvari as an anomaly to be studied. Do you have any new insight into the drawing on the wall? Actually I do, based on Scarlet's writings in her holographic recorder. Come up with a theory. I think it's a representation of her vision. Omad made a device that opened the mind. She tried it. She had a vision. The center is a symbol I've seen used to represent Pale Tree. Drew the drawing after it? Yeah, she claimed she had the Eternal Alchemy during the vision. Falling pale tree at the center. Limited conclusion. Why the pale tree? In vision, she saw the pale tree attracted by a thorn vine. She described it doing its terrible things to the pale tree. Sounds terrible. Bother? It pleased her. Lovely. She even grew some thorny vines to strangle Omad. Oh, that's how she did it. Parallel with the vines from vision, lost to me. What about ley lines? Learn anything new? Most interesting thing of all, Scarlet theorized that our waypoint positioning coincides with the locations of most powerful ley lines. Likely, but not yet confirmed. Need to do more research. Better understand the elements that drew her to that conclusion. Fascinating.
So, were you able to figure out what Scarlet was doing here?
She was studying ley lines. But I don't...
Hold on.
Oh my! What's happening?
Camera's shaking.
Hey, come look at this. There's a passage behind this bookshelf.
How convenient.
Get out of my way. Let me see.
Settle down. Let the boss go in first.
All right, but hurry up.
Come on, Frostbite. Let's go.
Zip. Yo! Man, it must have taken a lot of spoons to dig this. What's this? You guys coming? Seriously. Just steps. Piece of paper was torn from a book. Letters sent home from soldiers in the Cornan army have given us great insight into our lives. In 11th century AE, leader Varesh Asa inspired great loyalty. One particular speech, Asa praised the military and encouraged them to use persuasive abilities to build the power of Corna from the inside. He said, if properly convinced, we can get whole groups of lesser creatures to work toward your goals without them realizing they're not working for themselves. Asa cites the alliance between the Centaurs and Cornan craftspeople as an example. Together they produced better armor and weapons. They provided for the Cornan people's day-to-day needs. Curious. What is this? The History of Drytop by Nicholas Sanford, 1070 AE. Now a barren landscape, this rounded basin may have held water many millennia ago. Sand now covers everything, blowing on the wind and eroding all, rocks and inhabitants alike. Unknown sentient beings once built fragile hillside homes, high on the cliffsides. Some structures still linger, but will also fall victim to the blowing sand and hot sun. The area attracts outlaws on the run with something to hide, or those who are unwelcome among civilized folk for one reason or another. This makes the area dangerous to travelers such as me and Yakington. Migrating centaur packs come through here, it seems. There's evidence that they once had a refuge here. A large tree trunk, quite out of place. Could have been one of their sacred trees. Despite appearances, this waterless area is far from lifeless, and it serves as a doorway into the Maguma jungle. A region of uncontrollable growth, life, and often death. That's always fun. Leaping page of this book, Scarlet drew a route leading up and out of her tunnel to a higher region of Drytop. Examine it. Points on Scarlet's map trace a path winding across this higher region of Drytop to some unknown destination where she drew crisscrossing lightning bolts. Lightning bolts mark the spot? Apparently she had a bar down here too. Interesting. It's over this way. This notebook, titled Research Notes, has a complex set of equations, drawings, and engineering blueprints. Examined from an engineer's point of view. Scarlet was obviously researching how to tap and control strong magical currents, even stronger than most of Surin devices channel. She mentions the research of several Surin geniuses, and utilizes many of their recognized equations as the foundation for her future research into magic conductors. Standing on the shoulders of giants, eh? It seems that her primary challenge was that most metals and woods used in constructing magic conductors can't withstand the flow and break apart before being useful. Claims that she finally found success with dredge metals tempered in Flame Legion pyres. I want to meet her supplier. What do you think, Timmy? Found something, didn't you? Scarlet left a map showing she headed someplace to the southwest. But at least the ley line she discovered. You stay here with the others for now. I'm going to see where this takes me. But what if I wanted to come along? I could use a golem friend.
That looks valuable.
Those are neat huts. Hello, centaurs. Are you going to try to murder me today? All around us, the people of Glint have fallen from the sky. There's a tribe's way to welcome outsiders, and we welcome you. You'll find our refuge ahead, just around the bend. Yeah, forgive me, but I don't know that I've ever met a centaur who didn't once trample me on sight. I regret that these tribes you have known have become so violent since ranging far from our native Maguma. We have chosen to reject the violence of our cousins in the east. Where is this place? Uplands of Drytop, etc., etc. Remember seeing a strange woman? I don't remember the woman of this woman you seek. But I once saw a headless metal beast abandoned in the unswept wastes. Unswept? Windswept. Unswept? Wondered where it had come from. Keep an eye out for it. Oh, hello. This is unexpected. 3 vines. I like it. The water was much shallower than I thought it would be. Oop. Excuse me, Earth Elemental Man. Climb the vine bridge. Go to the place. Find a way into the unswept uplands. Find a way. What's this? I like cubes. Being a bottom of a larger machine of a certain design lies where it fell in the sand. Practice. Take a bit of that. Broken Steam Minotaur. One of Scarlet's steam minions remains decapitated and abandoned here in the dunes. Maybe where the head and workbench came from. That makes sense. Inquest. Always inquest.
I summon the power of Melandrum. My power is like a tidal wave. Eat my dust!
Discovering Scarlet's Breakthrough. I'd like to discover Scarlet's Breakthrough.
This place is amazing.
Brimming with bad guys.
Alright, guys.
The Inquest are here.
We know how to deal with Inquest. Let's clear this place out.